laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Yeah, you've been laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you find out I wasn't lying. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, darling, just you wait and see. Work's done and the weekend's here. I'm up at dawn, gotta make it clear. The hunt is on, I'm feeling that fire. Got FOMO bad and I'm down to the wire. Rolling out in the morning light, chasing that beast that's out of sight. Got my spot all picked out right, gonna score that bottle tonight. Oh, but the whiskey tubers got there first, left me standing feeling cursed. No JD, no Wild Turkey's best, no Russell's 15 left on the shelf. Guess I'll see if I like the rest. Charlie, Jeff, and Rob SS, sipping up all the liquid joy. Cast 529 got the last sweet sip. Guess I need to learn to double click and hit scribe quick. Walk in the store, see a big guy there. I ask, did you score? What did you snare? He shakes his head, says, man, not a chance. Those whiskey tubers beating me to the dance. The guy at the counter starts to explain. A van rolled up like a whiskey train. Troy took all the Wild Turkey pride. Gandy Road grabbed JD for the ride. And Iceman Dave with a cheeky grin left with Russell's 15 again. Oh, the whiskey tubers got there first, left me standing feeling cursed. No JD, no Wild Turkey's best, no Russell's 15 left on the shelf. Guess I'll see if I like the rest. Charlie, Jeff, and Rob SS, sipping up.
All right, no, hold on, Torp. It does not say who is in my ass.
Oh my God, it does. If you separate it, it just says who's in my ass.
In my ass.
Oh shit.
Who in my ass?
And find something new. So I'll raise my glass to the whiskey crew. Those tubers know just what to do.
They heard none of that.
They heard none of that?
We were on mute.
Oh, we were on mute. Can you hear us now?
Oh my God. Let's do this again.
There we go.
All right. I think we're back now.
1, 2, 3.
No, we were not using Jeff's mic. So I think we're good. Oh, we're still not on. There's no power. Oh. What are they saying?
We're coming. There we go. How's that?
Oh.
Can you hear us now?
Holy hell. Can you hear us now? Anyone? Please? Please?
We should be on.
Wow.
We should be out.
We should. Let's see if people can hear us now.
Can you hear us?
I don't know. This has like a 10-second delay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. All right, we're good. Hey, first and foremost, before we get into anything about our day, and it's an exciting one, I want to give a quick shout out. I don't know, shout out's the word. Update. Husky Dog and Stan. As you guys well know, he is a tried and true follower on this show, and as many other shows, and he's in all our chats. We're all the same group of people, right?
Right.
They go from one place to another, and we met him obviously at that meetup, and we hope to meet him again. Hopefully, hopefully it goes well enough where we'll see him in June. But anyways, thoughts and prayers goes out to the Sabic family. Stan, I know that you've been giving Brian some updates, so I appreciate that. 4-hour surgery, 4 hours recovery, 3 to 5 days observation in the hospital room. So before we do anything else, I want to mention that first and foremost at the top of our show, because that's definitely more important than anything else we do around here. So cheers to you, and thoughts and prayers definitely. But yes, keep us updated and tell him, everybody here in the chat, obviously, everyone from Bourbon and Ballz, Cast 529, everybody, we are pulling for him. So
It's a shame, but hopefully get better.
Yes. Okay. All right. So today you didn't hear any of that. We were trying to mention Husky everything, but here we go. So go ahead.
Yeah. So here we go. We literally just stopped in here 45 minutes ago. Brian and Shauna from Cast 529, they've taken off. They're going back up north.
Yeah. Safe travels, by the way.
Yep. If you don't know, we left here at 7 this morning and headed down to Bardstown. We did a barrel dump with McBrayer today, which went great. We do have the Judge batch 5 sample.
This is it, folks. This is what retail people will get in about a month.
Right. Not that bottle, but
no, well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you what, delicious. Oh my gosh, is that delicious?
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
So that will be part of our May Patreon. I think what Jeff and I are going to do is, obviously, we're going to swig it tonight again.
Yep.
And then the rest of it, whatever many samples we get, that will be the amount of people that can win.
Right.
For the Patreon drawing in May.
Right.
And as you all know, what we do in there, what we're going to do tonight, even on Super Chats, same thing. Every $5 will get you a entry into the elevated tonight, but
that'll be
for every $5 as far as level on the Patreon, because it goes 5, 10, 20. We'll get you an entry, and then
you
get that.
sample that.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, we were literally burning the barn door down to get here.
Yeah, so let's say hello to everybody that's in the chat, and then we'll get on with our regularly scheduled program. Mr. Keith Glandon, good evening to you, buddy. It is a deep purple kind of night. As a matter of fact, I think you wrote that before we even posted it, what we're doing. For those out there that are interested in a deep purple kind of night, which is the 9-year Larrikin, which we'll have hazmat. We're going to have Greg Keeley on here in a minute or two. That's a wonderful bourbon, very wonderful bourbon. Anyways, for those who are interested in trying to get yourself a sample of that will be part of our $5 super chat.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, Jeff.
What?
I got to check something out. With the chat.
Shauna, welcome, Shauna. Dave Olsang, thank you. Let's see, scrolling down there, who we got? You're going to have to scroll because I can't.
All right. I'm doing another thing at once here.
But yeah, we got Greg Keeley. He's the founder of Larrikin Bourbon Company. He is a veteran, lieutenant commander for the U.S. Navy, retired.
Yes.
And like I said, he is. This is a veteran-owned distillery, and we've got 4 separate samples that he's sent us, and then we'll have the deep purple going on as well.
Yeah. So you're gonna excuse me 1 second because we 45 minutes in, and we have to. Jeff needs to pull his microphone in closer.
Okay.
Limit, and then we'll turn you up too.
Okay. Turn me up. Pull me closer.
That sounds like a country song. Turn me up and pull me closer.
But while we were down in Bardstown, I tell you what, that was a great experience. If you've never been to a barrel dump or kind of what we did, we went through that whole process of the sampling and the picking of the 15 barrels that went into it. And today was basically the culmination of that. They dumped everything. We got the sample, and in a couple of weeks, I think he said they're going to start bottling it. And what do you say, May?
Yes, beginning of May. The judge number 5 will come through.
Yep. And then we left there. See, we were at Lux Row today. Thank you, Shauna, for that trip.
Yes.
We went to Heaven Hill. We went to Willett.
Yes, we did.
And then we went to the Paddock Bourbon Club.
Yes, we did. So we get all that done, and we made it back here in time to, treat you guys to hopefully a pretty good live show. Keith Landon, I got you down for the super chat. Thank you very much. I also, hold on. Let's go through this. I'm all over the place right now.
Yeah, you are.
Where did you go with people?
We got Dave Vogelsang.
Okay, yes. Miss Shauna Carr. I was going to, never mind. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to do that. So Tom Morrow, Larrikin made a great impression with me at Bourbon and Ballz. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to have Greg on tonight, and let's see what happens here, right?
Yeah.
Stan, cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Gandy, cheers as always. I hear that you were able to stop by and saw Brian the other day, so that's pretty awesome. Mr. Castle, it's always good to see you. And yes, we made it home safe, and we may tell some stories about that. 100 miles an hour over here. That was, buddy. So yes. So Chad, cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for coming on, and I have your whole bottle of that deep purple waiting for you. I know you can't wait to get your hands on it. Jeremy Dirks, it's a new one, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Welcome to the channel. Please, as always, Bourbon and Ballz, hello to those who are new. We always want to say hello. So cheers to you. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Torp, you're always living. That's always a great thing to do. Yes, thanks, Tom. That is a great Freddie quote at the end of this thing. So yes, it is happening. We're getting through these chats. Sorry. And then here we go with the no sound. I see the chats there. So let's we'll speed that up now. So we're good on that. Zach, cheers to you, buddy. I haven't talked to you in a while, but cheers to you. And of course, we had mentioned at the top of the show, with Huskies, Husky dogs and the road to recovery. Hopefully, everything goes well there. Cheers, Mr. Richie J. I'm not sure where we missed him. Oh, there he is. Yes. Awesome. My Mississippi friend, Mr. Crittenden. Oh my gosh. I'm still salivating about that. Man, and I know you're trying, and I appreciate your efforts, man. But man, if that cigar cut ever comes through, I owe you big time. I mean, big time. So cheers. Cheers to you, and thanks for your efforts. Miss Sandy Jones, we can hear you just fine. Thank you very much. Thanks for the audio check.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming on. And Bourbon and Ballz, welcome to you. Yes. This is the Distracted Driving 101 channel, correct? You know what? I'm glad you didn't do TikTok while you're driving.
I know.
Because we would have got banned.
Greg says he can't get the show. You send him the link?
I did. All right. I'm going to send him a new email.
Okay.
Greg, we're coming.
Waiting to get in, to get let in.
Well, he's not even in the green room. Hold on. Let me send him a better link.
Sending the wrong one again?
I sent him the link to the recorded Patreon show.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Yeah, that link doesn't work. Sorry, unless you want to watch a Patreon wheel. Yeah. Sorry, I just sent it to you, buddy. It's not a surprise that I sent that to you. I was like, why won't they let me in?
Yeah, and as far as that distracted driving 101, I declared what I was going to do before I did it. What happened was this guy pulled out in front of us.
Oh my God! Here, can we wait? Can we wait for that one for a minute? Because
right,
I would like to say hello to everybody else before you freaking just blow this thing up. David B, hello to you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Yes, hashtag Larrikin if you guys want into the free sample, and then again, don't forget we are giving away the deep purple, but that's going to be on the elevated super chat. Let's see here, fresh. Oh, speaking of fresh, David B.
How did you know about this?
I don't know if you know about this, but we have so here's the problem. I know I'm all over the place right now. I went back last week to watch our live only because, not to watch ourselves, that's stupid. To basically so I can remember who won what.
Mm-hmm.
In doing so, I quickly realized I cuss a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I really, really do.
We all do. Yeah.
No, but I cuss a lot, especially the last half an hour when the liquor just pours through. And I'm thinking to myself, because first of all, this live stream gets replayed on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I'm just visioning someone listening to Spotify.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying with the family, but there may be kids in the car. So I really got to watch it. So here's what we're going to try to curve my cussing.
Yep.
Every time I cuss, and I'm sure the chat will catch me on this. So first of all, effing doesn't count.
But we're just talking F-bombs, right? Are we talking that, or are we talking all cussing?
Let's start small. Let's do F-bombs.
Let's start with F-bombs, and let's try and curb that.
Okay.
So for every F-bomb, at that time we catch it, Charlie gets a shot of fresh.
And I think that's only going to happen once or twice. And
We'll
I'm
see.
just like a kid, you're going to learn right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are going to learn right away.
Yeah.
And these aren't big pours, by the way, so don't get too happy.
Oh.
No, you got to do it fair. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how
Like
it goes.
a half-ounce pour.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Anyways, Keith Glendon, thank you for the Husky chat. Yes, Husky dog indeed. Thank you for the kind super chat. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mr. Castle, yes. Dave Volga saying, yes, thanks for the super chat. You'll be entered in that. Hold on. Here. Hold on.
What you doing?
Just, dude. This mouse disappears, and I don't know where it goes.
We see you, Greg. We see you.
Where's the mouse at? Oh, there's the mouse. All right, yeah, Greg, we're coming. I'm sorry. We're just well, this is what we do. We're coming. We are really excited to have you on. I keep track of the super chats.
Oh, okay. Thought I did it for you.
No. All right. Let's see here. Alan Adams, yes. Miss Shauna Carr, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We will get you down. Okay. All right. Onward. Yes. Larrikin. Yes, you guys are. Purple top sucks. Was he with us or something?
I don't know. It's like he was, unless Brian's been talking.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I want to talk about this, Torp. It's like you were with us or something. You're kind of freaking me out right now. Mr. Gandy Road, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
We got you down here.
And we got Bob's on there. Welcome, Bob.
Yeah, well, Bob gave us a heads up on the audio too about your thing. Mr.
True.
Richie J, yes, Bob, thank you, buddy. Cheers to you, Matt B. Cheers to you. Yes, Mr. Volga saying you have a nice old McBrayer bourbon single barrel, but I'm telling you, dude, wait till you like in May, you guys will be able to purchase it. I think it's gonna be $100.
I think it's
For the box and bottle.
Yep.
But we have a possible sample giveaway for the Patreon for the month of April.
May.
No, April.
Well, giving it
End of May, April.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. All right. All right. All right. Corn and whiskey. Hello. Oh, Miss Laura J, my other Mississippi friend. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Corn and whiskey. That's a new one. Appreciate you coming on.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy the show. If you don't, well, just don't say anything to anybody. Mr. Sabek, thank you for the $5 super chat. Just real quick, just got the phone with Husky Dog. He wants me to say thanks. Oh, nice.
Great.
Yes, we. And please, if you don't mind, I don't mean to, nose, but keep us updated as much as you can, if you don't mind, whether it's through Discord, through Cast 529 Discord, throughout the week. 'Cause I know we won't be on again until next Thursday, or I know Sean and Brian will be on Sunday.
Right.
Maybe we get an update then as far as how he's doing. Okay. All right.
Jenny B.
Yes. F-bombs unite. Well, I'm going to do my damnedest, man. And that don't count.
Not yet.
Damnedest does not count. Don't we start now, by the way?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. But if I say effing, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Effing's fine.
All right. All right. Yeah. Sandy Jones. Hey, guys. First time on the channel, but long-time Larrikin fan. Oh, really? Even back in the Lawrenceburg days. Really?
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, we're going to find more about that if we ever let him on.
Bourbon with Jeff and Tom,
Yeah, awesome. So Jenny B, hello. Tomorrow. One of your winners did not I don't even remember who it is now.
One of your winners didn't contact me for a sample giveaway.
I don't even remember who that was. I was like,
see who that was. Yeah. Let's see.
All right, we'll figure it out after the show.
News about whiskey.
Oh my God, Torp. I'm not going to highlight that. We're going to move on. News about whiskey. What's up with that guy? What are we doing tonight? Yes, we were about to have this wonderful interview on.
Right, guys.
You know what? This is where you're wrong, Andy. I'm gonna fix this mouth of mine. Yes. So yes. So that would just encourage him to F-bomb. Well, you know what? F-bomb is better for kids.
That's right.
Granted, you don't want the kids going around saying F-bombs.
Turn me up just a little bit more there.
Oh, am I turning you back up?
Yep.
All right.
There you go. All right.
Greg, I promise, buddy, we're getting to you. I'm so sorry. So all right, lip service crew, cheers to you. Thank you very much. Gandy, David. Oh, we did talk about. That's why they know. I don't even know what we talked about the live, about the purple. I don't even know what the hell we talk about. Jeez, oh, please, oh. Good Lord, that's freaking me out how you guys found out all this information.
They were right there watching us or something.
All right, let's all right, cussing heck instead. Just say Jeff. Yeah, that would be a cuss word. Mr. Richie J, thank you for the super chat. I will get you down.
Did you get Sweet Lisa up there too?
For the super chat?
Yep, I think so.
Oh, really? No shit. Hold on. We're good. We're good still. Remember?
We're good.
We're still good. We are still good.
It was scrolled just a little bit. I think he missed one.
Miss Lori.
I'm waiting on the.
No, I know what she's saying. Like we had this conversation. It's like we left it on live or something in the car. You guys are freaking me out. Like you really are.
There it is.
Lip service crew, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Some of y'all are freaking me out right now because you guys are repeating. Not that there was anything wrong. Our conversations in the car up here. I'm not. You guys are waking me out. All right, let's get this god awful show on the road. Brian, or I'm sorry, Greg. I'm already screwed it up. Thanks for joining us, dude. You guys straighten us up.
Well, you got to stop fucking around.
Ah!
There you go.
Oh my dude, it was so bad last week. Like as every other F-bomb, and I've got to watch it myself. So it's a challenge to myself to see. And if in case you didn't already know, fresh over here, and I don't care to, you may even agree, but I know you may not comment because you're probably too nice of a guy, but that's the most god awful bourbon we've ever had in our entire lives. So that's going to be one way to get me to do it. Exactly. There you go. See, we'll just keep it at that.
Yeah.
So Greg, how are you, sir?
I'm great, thank you. I must warn, though, I was 22 years in the Navy, and if you think you swear a lot, I reckon I can take you to task. I swear a lot, and it's I don't mean to. I don't even know I'm doing it generally, but
yeah,
you know. So it's not my fault. I blame the government.
See, that's
You don't have that excuse.
Well, here's the thing. I don't mind swearing. It's just, when I'm trying to watch it.
Yeah.
It's like Lent. This is like, I'm not Catholic, but if I were, I'd give up cussing.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I couldn't do it.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and your distillery and how you came about. And
Sure. Sorry, I'm screwing around with my headphone thingies here. I'll give a sort of very brief overview. So Larrikin Bourbon Company started life a few years back. Oh, gosh, I sound like we've been around since 1865. We started about 3 years ago as Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company. We're based in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, right next door to Wild Turkey there. We're about literally 1,500 yards driveway to driveway. So we have a very big neighbor just to our south. Oh, I don't know, left. We have a very big neighbor just to our left. What happened? We were making some pretty good whiskey, I think. People seemed to like it, but what was happening with with Lawrenceburg was people. It must have got said in the distillery 5 times a day, or when I was out and about at events and things. Oh, so you're MGP because you're Lawrenceburg.
Oh, yes.
It was insane how often it happened. And it also became apparent to us that Lawrenceburg, Kentucky has a very rich history of, whiskey production and distilleries and things like that. And obviously now it's the home of Four Roses and Wild Turkey. But it goes back, a century plus. But it actually didn't mean anything to me or to us, to my wife and I. Mm-hmm. It was a name. It was where we were. Fantastic. But it really didn't say anything about who we were. Larrikin, on the other hand, says everything about who we are. Larrikin is an Australian slang term going back to the 1800s when the British were sending all their prisoners over to Australia, like my forefathers, both sides, which is pretty unusual. And it means someone that doesn't follow the rules very well, doesn't follow convention, and is a little politically improper.
Oh, this is
I guess,
my brand.
Right. The closest word to it in the US is maverick, is to be a bit of a maverick. So you're doing all of that. You're being, anti-establishment, but you're doing it all with a bit of good humor and a bit of a laugh and a wry smile. So just think of Tom Cruise in Top Gun, not Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise in Top Gun, Pete Mitchell. Think of that character. The archetypal Australian Larrikin is Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter.
okay.
So think of that kind of dynamic when you think of the word Larrikin, and that's kind of where we are. We've been a bit of an upstart from our, in the pretty conservative bourbon industry here in Kentucky. We do things a little bit differently, and it's not because we're trying to. It's just because we don't know any better. So, we started this, on a wing and a prayer, and so many things I look back on now, and I'm like, oh my God, how did we not get arrested? How did we not get, something happened to us? And it wasn't because we were trying to do it. It's because we just didn't know.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get, to that end goal as quick as we could. And the end goal was to make good whiskey, to have a great brand out there, and have people enjoy what we make. And one thing we don't do is take things super seriously. It's at the end of the day, I'm making bourbon and selling bourbon. I'm not curing cancer, and I'm not invading another country or doing whatever. So I could have a worse day job, put it that way.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, we had saw your brand. I guess it was the day that you guys went from Lawrenceburg to Larrikin when we were at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I think that might have been your introduction, right?
It was. Yeah.
We didn't, for whatever reason, I never circled back to you guys, only because, and this is maybe a compliment, your guys' lines are pretty damn long, and I'm not a line person, and that says something that says something about your tent. Unlike a few partners down, whatever. I may not mention there. That was easy to get to. But anyways, I'll quit. I won't do that to you. But anyways, no. So I'm glad to try. I haven't. So I think I've got introduced to Larrikin maybe from the very top. Yeah. So we won't be trying this tonight because we've already tried. We did a video, by the way, last week. We'll be trying the small batch bottle and bond single barrel rye and a single barrel bourbon. However, can we just talk real quick about this? I know this is not what part of our samples are, but it's still your brand.
Sure. Please
just talk about this beautiful thing.
Oh my God.
Right.
So Larrikin Deep Purple. It's 9-year-old. It's didn't set out to be anything special. It's our standard mash bill, but we're little, right? So we bottle a barrel when we need to bottle a barrel. Like we go through, and about probably 3 in 20 make it to our single barrel program. The others go into our blends or whatever. But in 2 years, we got 2 barrels that were this good, and the first one was so good I put it aside. I didn't know what to do with it. It was 140 something proof, 142, 144.
Okay.
We put it aside. And then a few months later, we got another one. And that was also like 144 proof. And they were spectacularly good. And we didn't know what to do with them. So they just sat there because it was too hard. And it was like, we can't just single barrel these, or, because our single barrels are sort of our flagship bourbon. Our flagship bourbon, but they were just remarkable. So I don't know, one night I guess I was sitting around the fire smoking a cigar and drinking a whiskey, and the idea came up to just put these out as something that was super special, and they'll come out whenever we find another one. But our Deep Purple, it's a 9-year-old, and it's just remarkable whiskey. I mean, you guys have seen the color of it, you've tasted it, you've done all the thing, and
it's definitely going to go in our Bourbon of the Year competition, and I think it's got a great chance of coming out on the end. It's that good, right? What a phenomenal bottle. Now I got to ask. I may be dumb to this, but this 9-year, this is your 9-year, or is this something you guys? This is your own distillate of 9 years. So you guys,
So how it works with us is, we're sort of, I've been distilling off and on for about 10 years. And when I say off and on, probably more off than on. And so that's why you'll see how bourbons will have an 8-year, and then you won't see anything else till it's a 6-year, because I didn't do anything in the middle.
Okay.
My family are winemakers back in Australia, like in the wine industry, 3 generations worth. So I've been around making booze since I was in diapers, kind of deal. I often say to people, it's like people are like, well, you've gone from whiskey to wine to whiskey. What's the deal? And I'm like, well, whiskey's a lot easier to make. I mean, if I'm making high quality wine, a bit of bacteria gets in and it's all over. Right. I'm making bourbon, I'm making whiskey, and a seagull can land in the damn thing. And as long as I scoop the beak out at the end, it doesn't really matter. So it's the same principle. It's just a bit easier.
Well, I'm going to tell you, what a phenomenal pour, and we'll talk about your other 4, but I just wanted to bring this out just for a minute. I know that, unfortunately, you can't get it anywhere anymore. Am I correct?
Yeah. So we basically sold that through the distillery and a couple of our very special retailers, including Watch Hill Proper, in Louisville there. They've been a supporter of ours since the get-go. So I think we gave them 6 bottles. And it was kind of cool because all of a sudden, little Larrikin distillery had an allocated bottle.
Yeah.
It was kind of neat. I was able to go, you can't have it, you can have it, you can't have it, you can't have it. Yeah. And it was kind of fun. I felt like Buffalo Trace there.
No, so tonight we are going to do a few giveaways, and not that you care, but
I love giveaways.
Well, okay, so our free, you can't enter, by the way. So I'm sorry, but so our free giveaway, which is #Larrikin, everybody knows that in the chat. You guys will have access to these samples up here. We have elevated flights going on tonight, which is a $5 super chat, gets you per entry. In that is the deep purple we're giving away. That along with another hazmat and Penelope allocated stuff like that. But the main star of that one is going to be the deep purple. And the fact that it's such a unique pour. And we're going to put it on our Patreon and all that kind of stuff too. So, but
can I tell you guys that when we did, I don't know which barrel, if you have barrel 1 or 2, but when we did the, what have you got? It should say on the front.
Let's see here.
And if it doesn't, I'm going to fire my production guy. He's a retired Marine. He's not very smart, but he can carry heavy things. So,
barrel 2.
Barrel 2, yeah. So that's the 144 proof, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But so I had the first barrel, and I brought home two cases of it, 12 bottles, and I squirreled them away in my bourbon/gun room down in the basement. And didn't think anything of it. I thought, this is the best whiskey I've had in a long time. I'm going to keep it. Anyhow, my wife somehow found it. Don't know how. She never goes down there ever. I don't think she's been down there in 10 years. I come home from the distillery one day, and there's these 2 cases sitting on the kitchen table. And it's like, what are these doing here? Like, well, I'm just sort of keeping them as backups and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we're selling those bad boys, and I was allowed to keep 1 bottle.
Wow.
And that's it. I know.
So you only got 1 bottle out of it?
Yeah. And that's sitting in my office.
Holy Moses.
Yeah.
I got more bottles than you.
Of it.
I got more bottles than you. We got 3.
How did you get 3?
Well, there's a guy in the chat. He found a guy. I found some.
There's a liquor store.
Some liquor store. They had a case of it.
Yeah. We gave it. Oh, it was probably Jono's in Elizabethtown, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're exactly right.
Yeah. We love Jono's. Jono's was one of the very first stores in Kentucky that supported us and gave us a try. And we love that place. It's such a great liquor store, and we will always give them.
So one of our viewers was like, he calls me. He's like, I'm racing down to Elizabethtown. I heard that this guy has a case. I'm like, there's no freaking way. And he gets it. And I'm thinking, I wonder if, obviously he knows, but I'm thinking, do people realize what's sitting on this shelf? And I said, just buy whatever they have. So, anyways. So that's the story.
John, the guy that owns that place, he kind of fell into the same thing as me. He had 3 bottles at home, and he had to bring 2 back because people kept coming in to get it. And he's a businessman. He's like, I'm going to sell that bad boy.
Oh, he did. All right. We contributed heavily to it. So hopefully,
it's just a great store. If you're ever in Elizabethtown, go to Jono's.
Okay. All right.
Well, Sandy Jones just says, "Don't let Katie know you got that other bottle."
It's in the distillery. It's up on my shelf at the office.
Man, you don't get any breaks, man. You only got 1 bottle of it. So, anyways, all right. Let's get to what we came here for. As far as the small batch, we're going to go that route. We're going to
start small batch.
Yes, sir. If you could tell us a little bit about, yes, sir. If you could tell us a little bit about it, we're going to zoom in on you.
Yeah. So, oops, hang on. There we go.
There we go.
So, hang on. There we go.
There we go.
So, this is our small batch. It's we call it our Basil Hayden killer. I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
Well, I think anything kills Basil Hayden, if I'm being honest.
Again, I didn't say that, of course.
Okay. Well,
so this is an 80 proof. We made this. So again, my wife, who she loves a cocktail. She's not a big neat bourbon drinker, and she was like, all the stuff you guys make is high proof. It's single barrel. It's this. It's that. I need something I can have more than one cocktail with.
Mm-hmm.
We argued about this for 6 or 7 weeks because I didn't want to make it. And of course, she won the conversation. And so we made it. And now this is our biggest selling whiskey in big box stores like Kroger and things like that. It's an 80 proof. It smells like whiskey. It tastes like bourbon. And it looks like bourbon. It's not watered down or anything like that. It's very easy to drink on a rock, or a big ice cube, or in a cocktail. It stands up by itself. And considering my wife Katie says to me literally every morning when we get up, "Oh, how's the small batch going?" I'm like, "It's going great," because she knows. So I think I'm going to have one with you guys.
All right, wonderful.
But this is as I said, high corn. So it's an 86% corn. This is our only high corn whiskey that we have.
That's
10% rye and 4% barley.
It is definitely high corn.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our bourbons and ryes, obviously, are, or most of our bourbons are high rye. But this one, we went the other way because we wanted something that it was a little sweeter, a little softer, but still tasted and smelled and had all the characteristics of a good bourbon.
Excuse me.
To me, this is a whiskey. And when I say that, to me, like other whiskeys that I've had that weren't bourbons were like high, not maybe like high in corn, but had that peak of high sweetness. And then, that's that. But I think this is what's designed to do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's
on the middle palate.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
So it does exactly what it's designed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the 4-year.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was. It depends on when this was bottled. I don't know what batch I've got here, but it started as 4-year. Now it's all 5-year that goes into the small batch.
Okay. Yeah. So I think for those who are into the entry of the bourbon and high corn wise,
and I kind of agree with your statement of being a Basil Hayden killer. I mean,
this is better. Basil Hayden. Good God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm just saying.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I'm looking at a big screen just of my face. Is that what I should be looking at?
Well, it depends on,
Don't remove him. Yeah, just leave it
there. There you
go. There we go. That's much better.
Well, no. Okay. So to be fair, I was doing that when you had the bottle up, and I just never got back to, what
it was
doing.
Kind of throwing me off. I was going off my dinner.
I like the fact that you were leaning in more when you noticed you had your face on the screen. There you go. All right. Very good.
Okay, so our next one we got here is the Bottled and Ballz. It's an 8-year 100 proofer.
Oh, yes, that'd be nice. And a matter of fact, our next tasting is a Bottled and Ballz tasting only. That's so everybody brings in their own bottle, and this time it will be 100 proof only. So this will be a good.
This would be a good one.
This would be a good entry.
Look, I'm a big fan of Bottled and Bond. I think the proof is fantastic. And I'm not just talking about ours. I'm just talking in general. I think it's a great.
A little blurry, like it's in with a protection program.
Yeah.
There you go.
How's that?
There you go. There we go.
It's because I got that stupid blur thing on.
Yeah, so it blurred it out. But as long as you have it in the center, it's fine. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Whoop. Okay.
Yeah,
so this guy is 8 years old. It's our standard mash bill. This batch, if I correct, would be about 4 or 5 barrels. It took us a while to get there. I wasn't happy with it. And then we'd had a few drinks at this point because even though it was spitting out, it had been a long morning, and eventually we just got it, and I was like, that's it. And this sort of is what our Larrikin Bottled in Bond is kind of what launched us at Kentucky Bourbon Festival when we changed our name.
Okay.
It received, plaudits all over the place. We're blessed from that perspective. And people really genuinely like the whiskey. And I say that this is what I drink at home pretty much all the time. I just think it's a great, it's just a bourbon that just tastes like bourbon should. It doesn't burn when it goes down.
Right.
And
this is solid.
This is one of my favorite whiskeys that we've ever made.
Yeah, this is definitely solid. The nose on that, I will say that is a great nose, by the way, on this thing.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, very good.
Almost get a fruitiness out of it.
This is a bourbon through and through, and I know that's stupid to say, but it is. It's a quintessential bourbon. Everything you want in a bourbon. This is very good. I like this.
People come into the distillery all the time, and they're like, what do you like? What do you drink at home? And I'm like, this is what I drink at home.
Yeah.
This Bottled in Bond.
Yeah, this is very good. Man, 2 down. This is a great lineup.
I like this a lot. Though.
Yeah, I do too.
I like the nose on it. This is quintessential.
And what this is kind of readily available too in stores.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of our key.
That'd be your flagship. That'd be your flagship bourbon.
No, our single barrel bourbon is our flagship. This would be our. I don't know. This would be our. Well, much better than that. This is the one that's easily accessible, price point wise. People are going to, it's accessible.
And what is that, by the way?
This will retail for about $80,
okay,
$70, $80, something like that for an 8-year-old. The first one is 50. Oh no, 40.
Nice. Okay.
Single barrel is 40. The single barrel was 60 until about 2 weeks ago, and we decided we wanted a more like a bourbon that folks could meet the brand with, and $40 going up against a Basil Hayden at $40 was, I thought, pretty solid.
Yeah. And
that's why we dropped that. We eat a bit on this small batch, but it's worth it to bring people to the brand.
So I know we haven't gone through it all, but this Bottled in Bond 8-year, we always think, at least before the spike, $10 a year was kind of usually our price point. So you're right there when it comes to $80, it being extremely competitive to what's out there.
I've seen it a lot. I've seen it more expensive than that by $20 or $30 at retail.
Yeah.
But, we sell it, I think, at the distillery at 80.
Okay. All right. Very good. So, all right, let's get some more glasses. We're gonna run out of glasses, aren't we?
Nope, got more back here.
Okay.
I tell you, I just really like that Bottled in Bond.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard for me to tip this bit out.
That's an easy one to go back to for sure. So, all right, we'll do the single barrel rye.
Yep.
And that's 100.
Yeah, 118.8.
Yes.
8-year single
It's
barrel.
going to be a humdinger.
So, what barrel number is? Does it say what barrel number it is?
It just says 11- single barrel rye. It does not say what barrel number.
Yeah, that means it. So that would have been barrel 11. So the one I've got here, you can see I've turned my blurring off, so now you can see everything.
Okay, great.
I have barrel 9, so I was 2. This literally would have been 2, one more barrel across on the rack. It's 65% rye, 35% wheat. There's no barley, no malt, no malted barley, no corn, no anything. It's the new ones are 9 years old. This guy is 8 years old. We did this in collaboration with a rum distillery, believe it or not, down in Florida when I was still in the Navy. I wish I could say I made the whole thing myself, which I didn't. I was doing it with someone else, but it's one of the best things I believe that I've been involved with.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Let's give this a whirl.
Mine is 120.8 proof.
I like this nose already.
Yeah, this one's 118.8.
And again, to repeat to everybody who's watching, this is your own distillate. You're not, going out and doing your own stuff.
This one was mine, and we collaborated on it. But yeah, effectively.
But it's not what you're.
No, it's not sourced or anything like that. No.
Correct.
Wow.
Oh, nice. I like this a lot.
Man, the nose. I can't get past the nose. Ooh, that is great.
Man, what is this one? How much is this?
About $100, maybe 110. I've seen it a lot more expensive, but I think we sell it at the distillery for about 100, 110, something like that.
I buy that.
Oh, man,
that's very good, actually. I don't mean actually like whatever, but.
So this guy, the single barrel rye, our high wheat rye. You guys would be familiar with the International Wine and Spirits Competition, the IWSC.
Yep.
That's arguably certainly in the top 2 or 3 spirits competitions in the world out of London. This guy was one of I think it was 12 or 14 American whiskeys to get a gold medal. This scored 95 points.
Okay.
And our single barrel bourbon, believe it or not, was number 2, scored 94 points. So we got 2 out of the 14 or 12 or 16, whatever it was.
Yeah.
With those 2 whiskeys. This also got a double platinum from Fred Minnick in the Ascot Awards.
That's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is very good. And I'm gonna go back to. I know this is your own distillate, and I know you're kind of just saying it the way you say it, but I want to really emphasize like the fact that you guys do your own stuff. You guys are in the minority. You know that as far as people coming out, and that's an amazing risk that you guys take to do it because not everybody can pull that off.
Well, the good thing is, guys, is that when I was doing it sort of for shits and giggles, if you like, it really wasn't a risk. My whole thing back then was to just make some whiskey and move it to craft distillers and things that wanted 4 barrels of this or 5 barrels of this. Okay. It wasn't what I was doing like now like it is. And Paul Helke, who's the founder of Few Spirits in Chicago, I was at the American Craft Spirits Association conference about 3 years ago. It was my first sort of outing. And I was talking to Paul and telling him what I wanted to do and all this stuff. And Paul said to me, he goes, "Greg, you've got 2 options in distilling and in bourbon. There's only 2 ways you can go. You can do it as a hobby or as a something you want to just do and stay local, or you can do it as a business, as a job, and you've got to make that decision." And it was after that discussion with Paul in a bar in Denver, I was like, you know what? We've now got to go balls to the wall and do this. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it works, it works. But I don't want to die not knowing if it worked.
Sure.
And Paul's been a great mentor like that. He doesn't mince words, put it that way.
Okay.
So it was him saying, "I'll remember that till the day I die." It was like, you've either got to do it as a hobby or you've got to do it as a career. And that was literally the day I decided, well, quit whatever else I'm doing and let's go and have a crack at this and see what happens.
Well,
Wow.
you're off to a damn good start.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I mean, you've been around for a while, so it's not like, this is just happening.
Hey, what are you saying? I'm looking old.
No. I'm just saying, like, at least I'm calculating in my head.
Yeah.
We got this 9-year-old. So, all right. So, what do we got now?
And as I mentioned before, we now run a bit of a hybrid model in where we distill some of our own. Well, we distill our own where we can. We've contract distilled, and because we didn't have the capacity back then, and in the case of our 10-year-old rye, we sourced. So we're not. I have nothing against NDPs. I have nothing against sourcing. I have nothing against any of that stuff. I think it all makes good whiskey. We're sort of just doing the best we can by doing sort of all three.
So it's more of because of demand, not so much that's your choice to do it if it were up to you, because otherwise was that a fair statement to say, or?
Yeah, I mean, demand, yes, but also, we want to put out good whiskey. We did some contract distilling with Sazerac back when they did that, like a million years ago. And the whiskey that came out was extraordinarily good. That's a lot of what's in the bottled in bond is Sazerac bourbon.
Okay.
And we're very transparent with that sort of stuff.
Okay.
We put on, it's on the label if you don't have the big bottle, but it's on the back of the label.
Okay. All right. Very good.
That's
so
where it comes from.
We have here the single barrel bourbon at 120.2 proof. That's what we have. Sure, start drinking it.
Okay, let me get one. What barrel do you guys have?
This is C13.
Oh, so I just opened this 2 seconds ago.
That's a beautiful bottle, by the way.
I have C3.
Oh wow.
PO.
So this was but even though it's 10, actually C13, which you guys have, is the last of the Charlie bottles. We moved to Delta bottles after that. So you guys literally have the last of the Charlies. This is C3. I think mine's 120, nearly 122 proof.
Yeah, this was 108.2.
Yep. So these actually, being C3 and C13, these almost would have been sitting. Your barrel would almost certainly have been sitting above this one in the rack. We run a single level, or what we call single level racks. So we only stack up to 6 high on our racks, because, as I said, we've got 2 Marines in production, and they're in charge of forklifts, and I can't let them go any higher than 6 barrels.
Okay.
I love the Marines, but I tell you.
I hear you.
So this guy, I don't know what barrel it was, but this, as I mentioned before, this
I don't know what it's been a long day for him.
I got what you were saying.
I didn't get anything.
Oh yeah, if you know Marines, you know Marines.
You gotta explain this joke to me later.
I'll explain it to you later.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah. This guy also, this guy.
I don't know what the hell's going on. It went over my freaking house or my freaking head.
This guy also got a gold medal at the IWSC with 94 points. This scored a platinum from Fred Minnick at the Ascot Awards last year. There's a international competition in Monterey, California, called the Monterey International Wine and Spirits Awards or competition. This scored 99 points, and and it won best spirit, best in show, best blah 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 blah. This is our flagship whiskey. We internally, we don't call them their names. This is our purple label. Our single barrel rye is the yellow label. The small batch is the orange label. So I'm very partial to the purple label. It's my baby, and it's got a boxing kangaroo on the front. So what could go wrong?
Yeah, that's right.
This finish, I don't know if we've talked about it yet, but this finish is pretty damn good, my friend. This thing lingers. This is what I like. This is my wheelhouse.
And oh man, the nose is just God. Every
That's
one
a
of these.
that's a really good finish.
Thank you.
So I will, full or not transparency, full honesty, whatever. I'm a higher proof kind of person. First of all,
Me too.
obviously, hence the reason why I got the deep purple. The bottle and bond, single bond rye, the single barrel bourbon, all three of them are hitters for me, just because that's my wheelhouse. If I met somebody off the street, say, hey, they want to get into bourbon, I'm like, all right, here's how we're going to get you in here. We're going to get you in with a small batch, and let's work your way through that way, because you don't want to piss them off and they'll never be seen again. Right. So that's how I would go about all this. And ironically, and no surprise, I probably go in the order that we just did as far as what I like the best.
Mm-hmm.
The last one, obviously, I like the best because it's more my jam.
Yeah, it's got a more complex flavor to
Oh,
it.
yes.
I mean, it's just, and it's still lingering for me as well. That finish is still there, and it just keeps going. It is just.
So tell people out there, as far as I know, we just tried these, and I see why people rave. For those who we know that know you, which, by the way, we're going to have Watch Hill Proper on when.
May 7th.
Okay, we're gonna have those fellas on here.
Oh, we love those guys.
Yeah, so we're beginning to learn. Well, we kind of knew who they are because they got a nice they have a nice restaurant and everything, whiskey bar. But we're going to learn more about them. But anyways, I'm not even sure where I was going with this thought.
Well, as far as your distillery and your plans for.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Do you have any other things in the works or?
Well, funnily enough, you should ask. So we have on April 19 a pretty big launch coming. It's a big deal. It'll be launched exclusively for the first couple of weeks, at least, through Kroger liquor stores here in Kentucky. It's going to tie into the Kentucky Derby. I can't tell you too much else about it, but it'll come out on the 19th.
It's just us talking. You can if you like.
Yeah. I can tell you that we're the first people, as far as we know, to do something like this. It ties into the Derby, and that's not why we did it, but it just does. And so we're super, super excited about it.
About what?
About this bourbon that's coming out.
So
I can tell you this.
If we can play like a rhyming game, what are we talking here?
Okay, you've got 3 goes. If you say a word that rhymes with it, I'll tell you.
What am I going? I said, hold on. What are we? Cigar. Shut the hell up.
Was that one of them?
No. Hagar.
It depends.
Hagar. Hagar.
Mm-mm.
Hamburana.
Definitely not.
Oh, I like it. I like Amberana.
Oh my God, I just dislike Amberana like it's my core of my being.
What else could be? Hold on here. Let's think about this.
Never been done before.
Never been done
Jesus.
before.
Well, it might have been, but I don't know about it.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see if chat has a rhyming word.
Oh, come on. That doesn't count.
Yeah. It's not rye because we got a rye.
It's not going to be double oaked because that's been done so many freaking times.
Yeah.
And I hope to God, no, it's not single malt because I can't stand it if you do that.
Nope.
Hold on, that didn't count.
Come on, you've had like 16 guesses.
Liver barrel. What the fuck's liver? Oh shit.
Liver. Oh, I saw a question here from Turup Hodel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta take my damn before I said the F word. Christ almighty. This is gonna ruin my whole freaking. Easy going, dude. Easy. Oh, easy.
No, you got to do it, and you got to swish it.
I am not swishing this shit in my mouth, and I can.
You've got to. That's what she said.
Yeah. God. Good God.
I love this show.
I don't see how anybody could make that freaking. That is just ass monkey. That is just.
They're trying their best. Everyone's trying their best.
No, they're not. No, they're not. There's no way. There's no way. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're right, Zach. There should be one for him and smacking me every time.
oh my God, that's putrid. That's absolute, just putrid, dude.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Torp, is it Torp Hodel?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get back to his question. He wants to know.
He asked a question. Yeah, so we're about to go. Larrikin will be exclusively in Binny's stores in Illinois in a few weeks.
Oh,
so
nice.
Give it another month, and you'll see Larrikin all the way.
And Mr. Sabeck is asking about Colorado.
So Stan, we are in discussions with a distributor in Colorado called, I think they're called Colorado Western or something. They're really good guys, and so hopefully that all goes to plan, and we could be in Colorado in the next month or so.
Dude, this lingers. This is.
Yeah, well, Torp also did. He's saying kangaroos versus horses.
Man, you should put like kangaroo toppers. People go nuts.
You're not going to believe it. We actually designed them and didn't do them.
Oh man, you'd have been onto something.
They're made. Get this. You ready?
Okay, what we got?
Blow your mind.
All right.
So there's 5 kangaroo toppers in total. They're all designed like famous boxing poses. So there's Muhammad Ali over Joe Frazier. I think it was Frazier.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't remember the others, but they're all famous boxing poses going back to the 1900s, where there's statues of them. And we did that. I didn't. So Stan just asked again, can we get it online? Stan, that's the greatest question we've had all day. As of literally Monday, you can get Larrikin online in most states except, I don't know, Arizona, Alabama, I don't know, all the states where stuff like that's stupid. But you can get Larrikin online. Just go to larrikinbourbon.com. The little window will pop up, and you'll get it within a couple of days. And the people we're working with are awesome. They don't try and rip anyone off. And we took a year to pick who we wanted to do the direct-to-consumer with, and these guys are fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Liver barrel. What the hell does liver barrel rhyme with?
I don't know.
Liver barrel, sliver, liver. I don't know.
Bamboo. We got a mint julep.
I'm going to give you one hint, but I'm not going to answer any more questions.
All right.
All I'm going to say is the label is pink.
Pink label.
My brain's
10
not
more
working.
days, and you'll be able to see it.
Oh, 10 more days will be on your website?
19th of April.
On your website.
Pink lemonade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Siri, set a alarm 10 days from now. Remind me about Larrikin.
And you'll be able to get it on our website and at Kroger stores.
Stupid Siri can't do more alarm. Oh, Siri, set a reminder in 10 days on Larrikin.
Tell Siri to stop being a stupid cow.
What a dumbass. Anyways,
Siri tells me off quite a lot. I'm not a fan.
Siri can just whatever.
Siri can be a bit of a bitch.
Yes, she is. Can I say that?
You can say that, yeah.
All right.
You can say bitch, but you can't say fuck.
I can't say the F word. So,
you can. You just have to pay for it.
Here's a great question. Are there going to be any more deep purples? Or are we done?
No. So that is a great question, Keith. Thank you.
Which, by the way, Keith is the one who got me these bottles, by the way. So shout out to Keith. Go ahead.
Oh, Keith, you are the man.
He is.
Thank you, down in West Virginia. Yes, there will be more deep purples. When, I don't know. It just depends on when we find the barrel. The 2 that we bottled as deep purple popped up over a year and a bit So we might find one. So so when we go up, because most, as you've seen, a lot of our whiskies are single barrels. So about 2 or 3 in 20 make single barrel. The rest get blended or sold to someone else. In a year and a bit, only 2 barrels made it as deep purple barrels. So I could go up and pop 2 or 3 barrels tomorrow, and one of them makes it. One of them's good enough. But we could go a year and there won't be another deep purple. It'll just be when they pop up, and we're not going to save them for a Buffalo Trace kind of day or anything. We're just going to, when they pop up, we're going to put them out.
Torp, thanks for putting the website there.
Thanks, Torp.
Yes, that's awesome. So that was my guess on the breast cancer awareness, but I'm thinking the pink probably ties into what you're actually doing to the barrels. Am I correct?
No.
Shit.
He says he's not going to answer no more questions.
Well, you said no.
Well, it's not. Yeah. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, all right. I'll quit bugging you.
No, you can bug me. It's pretty fun.
Well, yeah, but whether you answer or not is one other thing.
If you ask me the thing and it's right, I'll tell you. But it's nothing. Nothing is right yet.
Man, we should have a contest. All right. How many barrels do you guys do a year or distill?
So we have 3 stills at the moment. We have our original 150-gallon pot still. We have a 500-gallon pot, and we have our little baby 50-gallon pot called Adelaide, which we do our white spirits on. Our Fat Wombat gin and our Fat Wombat vodka all go through our little Adelaide still. If we're running 2 shifts and, being all, corporate about it, we can probably push out 4, maybe 5 barrels a day. But generally, we're talking a barrel, maybe 2.
Okay. All right.
Is what we push out at the moment.
And then Keith, God love Keith, and I love him asking these questions. He's pushing back to the deep purple. Somewhere in your rick house, is there a certain level? What's the trick to it? Are we talking Coy Hill kind of stuff? What are we doing here?
No, it's Keith. That's a good question. I wish I had a much more clever answer for you, but no, they just all go in the rack. And when one pops out that's deep purple worthy, it becomes a deep purple. Otherwise, there's no rhyme or reason. We don't put it anywhere. We don't age it for anywhere. Like if we pulled a barrel that was 6 years old and it was that good and it was overproof, that would be a deep purple. I don't care if it's 9 years old, 6 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old. If it's that good, it'll be a deep purple.
All right. No, that makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Yeah. And then Torb has a question. I know he's talking about oranges and a finish. Are we talking like you guys are going to finish it into a different barrel in general? Are we talking like a finished barrel?
It's not finished.
Then you got me stumped. You know what? You could give me an unlimited question. I'm still not going to get it. It doesn't.
In 10 days.
Well,
you're really not.
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those, instant gratifications. I like to know.
Yeah.
So
I'm still drinking a single barrel, by the way.
Yeah. So are you going to be at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival again and Bourbon on the Banks this year?
Yes, sir. We'll be at both.
Nice.
We love Kentucky Bourbon Festival. 3 years ago, when we did our first festival, if we were a late admission, Stephanie and Keith, they had to pull out and they let us in at the last minute. And I've got to be very honest, had they not done that, we might not have made it here because we had a lot of credit card bills and stuff like that. And they let us in, they gave us a chance, and that got us over the hump. And I love the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. It's the most amazing, event that you can go to. I tell people it should be a bucket list thing. You should do it at least once.
Yep.
But we love KBF.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. And, we got to start pumping that up here soon. As far as
April 17th, I think it is.
Yeah. And
I think they go on sale in about a week.
Yeah. And they're going to sell out. They always do. It's just a matter of, people getting them. And if you do one thing a year, as far as when it comes to bourbon, that's the festival to do it.
Yeah.
I will say,
this year,
on the other side was the Kentucky, what's the other one? Bourbon on the Banks.
Bourbon on the
That's
Banks.
Bourbon
more-
on the Banks.
That's more intimate. Like if you want to like get up and close and personal, that's a good one too.
Bourbon on the Banks is fantastic down in Frankfurt.
Mhm.
It's on the little creek there. It's got more of a country, carnival, country fair sort of feel to it. You can get up with all the distillers. You can get up with all the folks that are there. There's no bullshit with this.
Yeah.
Hey, Torup, I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
He's like, we won't tell. We promise. We won't
Yep.
say anything for the next 10, 11 days.
Yeah, well, we're going to be at both the Kentucky Bourbon Festival and Bourbon on the Banks. So,
Yeah, we'll stop by and say hello. Man, I gotta tell you, you got some good stuff. Like you guys really got some good stuff. Like I know you're proud of what you guys are going, what you're doing. But from an outsider looking in, I see why you guys are proud of what you're doing. It's quintessential bourbon as far as your bottle and bond. Your rye is very good. I like the single barrel bourbon personally. For me,
I do too.
Because I like high proof. That's
me too.
And then a small batch, I think, are for people that my friends don't know too much about. Maybe they're coming from a Scotch or a wine or whatever. This is something
or they're from California.
yeah.
I'll
be honest.
Like this,
I've had any of your product. To be honest with you.
Well, we have the deep purple.
We have the deep purple, but I've been hearing so much. I mean, I take that back. We did have a sample at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, but really started sitting down and actually going through this. This is the first time I've actually done your product, and I'm very impressed. It's
Man,
very good stuff.
This chat room will not stop guessing. They keep on saying, they just throwing out shit, and they're just like,
hang on, stay right there.
Okay, all right. Ooh, he's gonna tell us. I can feel it. He's gonna bring out some certain bottle. I can feel it. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, he is bringing out a bottle. Here we go. This is it. All right, dude, you can't cover it up. Hold on. Hold on.
There you go. That was it.
No, I didn't do the layout. I didn't do the solo. You gotta give me a shot.
You ready?
All right,
I'll do it once more. Here we go.
Everybody screenshot this.
Nice.
All right, everybody screenshot that, rewind it, and let's talk.
That was it.
Off. We will guess this. We will team up and we will unite and we will figure this out. I'm gonna
okay, what you've got to do is ping me on what am I on?
Oh shit.
There we go. I've been removed, been added. There we go.
Sorry.
Just ping me. I'm at Larrikin Distiller. That's my Instagram thing. Or hit us up at just Larrikin.
Let's blow him up.
Either or.
Not literally.
Well, yeah, I've been blown up before a couple of times, but yours won't be as bad. And if anyone gets it, I'll tell them.
Here we go. Huh?
If they get it, I'll tell them. And I will send them a sample bottle before it's released.
Nice.
So light us up on Larrikin Bourbon or Larrikin Distiller. And if they get it right, this is on Instagram. I don't have anything else. But if they get it right, I'll tell them and I'll send them a sample bottle of it before it comes out.
This is going to be a thing.
Yep. And then, I guess, how are we going to know they're coming from us?
What are you talking about, Wills? Why do we need credit?
Well, I'm not saying,
you try to get commission?
No. I guess it doesn't matter because
no, it don't matter.
Okay, never mind. We're good.
I will say
they could put B&B on the end of their.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That way Instagram. You know that it came from
hashtag B&B.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. Hashtag B&B, then your answer. Let's do that.
And then I'll tell you guys. If they get it, I'll tell you guys.
Oh, that'd be great.
They'll be sworn to secrecy.
All right. No, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be awesome. Man, what a great interview, man. This is one of my funnest. Not funnest. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Fondest? Yeah.
No.
It sounds a bit creepy, but it is a word.
I think I'm making this shit up. This is one of my best times I've had for an interview in a while. Yeah. This is fun.
This was a good one.
This is great. And of course, obviously your product and yourself make it that way. But man, we got to stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Anytime you guys have to come and visit us in Lawrenceburg. We're literally next door to Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we were just there freaking 6 hours ago.
Yeah. Well,
You can chip a 9-iron.
You know what's funny? Tell them what was
Driveway.
funny. Go ahead and tell them. Earlier today.
well,
We-
we drove by. It was like we could stop. There's if we could stop Larrikin on the way and say, "Hey, how you doing? We'll see you in about 5 hours."
Yeah, we were driving home and we passed up the Wild Turkey and the
Lawrenceburg,
yeah, and
yeah.
your guys' exit, and we all laughed. Like, we all just go in and say hi real quick and say, "Hey, we'll see you guys in about 5 hours."
We could have just done the interview live in the building.
Oh man, that would be sweet. You know what? Why don't we do that one day?
Yeah, if you're up to that.
Yeah,
we'll
why don't we do that?
So if we do that, how about this?
Oh,
We'll
okay.
do it live
Yes.
with an audience in the tasting room.
Oh, that would be.
So we have a walk-in humidor, which is like big. We could set up in there and do the podcast, and all the people would be in at the distillery looking in at us like we're.
Oh, you're yeah. Let's do this.
Yes, let's do this.
He's our
It'd
PR
be pretty
guy.
fun.
We're gonna leave it on him to figure this out. We'll my schedule, so let's
Yeah.
get this done.
I'll
Man, this would be so much fun.
Do I get with?
And I'd bring in our new head distiller, Barbara McDonald. She was the head distiller at Law's Whiskey House in Colorado for 6 years. And she's a super genius. She's also a chemical engineer and way too smart to work for us. But she's awesome. So we'd roll her out as well. She's fantastic.
Wow. Now, will I get with you directly, or do I get with Gracie?
Yeah, just hook up with me. We don't have any. Put it this way, I don't have a PR department.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. I'll send you an email.
So Torrance
I'm a
says,
sales guy.
"Don't let Charlie near a cigar." Well, you're right. I can't. Anyways, that's a story in itself. I'm horrible with a cigar. You have no idea.
I love cigars.
Well,
And,
I do. Well,
Yeah.
I do, but just don't let me cut one because I will just murder it. So
We have the only internationally certified cigar sommelier. Guy's name is Chris Dispinette in the state of Kentucky that does our cigar room, and he's awesome. He knows everything about it. We have our own cigars that we get made out of Cuban seeds, grown in Nicaragua, and then hand rolled in Miami by a guy that I think's like 50, but he looks 110. Such a good guy. We go down there when he's doing our cigars, our Larrikin cigars, and we sit there. He's got this shed in the back of his house in Miami, in like little Cuba, and they roll. He just sits there all day rolling cigars, and his wife brings out this amazing Cuban food, and we just drink rum while he's drinking rum. Everyone's drinking rum. He's making cigars, and then we bring them back with us. It's just amazing.
Man.
So I think what we would do, Tor brings up a good idea. I think once we do it, we'll announce this.
Mhm.
So anybody else that wants to come down, watch the show, things like that, visit this.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe a few viewers who live close enough to maybe do that.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen.
Let's do this. I'm serious,
I'm
yeah.
leaving it up to you.
I will get with you, and we'll work on calendars, and we'll get it set up.
And we could do something special for the folks that are coming in for it, and give them a special tasting while they're there, and do all the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
this
would be
is just-
fantastic.
Actually, we'd go in the back and we'd drill into some barrels because that's my favorite thing on the planet to do.
Listen, guys, you guys hear that? Oh my God, dude!
love-
Fantastic.
I do that when I'm there by myself.
Oh, my gosh.
So yesterday, I was like in a bit of a funk. I was having a shit day, and I was dealing with government. I was dealing with all the stuff, and it was about 5:30. Everyone had left apart from the people running the tasting room, and I went up the back with my Ryobi, and I cracked into 2 or 3 barrels that were just sitting there that haven't been drilled since they were put down, and it was awesome. Did it for I was there for half hour or so. Just got a little squirt out of each of them, and it was
All right. Well, let's
fantastic.
not let this thought get away too
Nope.
far.
Mm-mm.
Let's make it happen
Yep.
sooner than later.
Absolutely.
We'll come up with a date.
Yep.
We'll put it out in our Patreon to let everybody, the viewers, know when we're
Mhm.
going to go. Everybody's welcome who wants to go.
Yep.
And wow, this sounds like a great time.
Oh, we will do. How about this?
Oh, dude, I love it when you're about to say something right now.
Cigar and bourbon tasting for your guys.
That works.
How's that?
That works.
We'll do a Larrikin cigar, and then we'll do a little couple of 2 or 3 pours that match that cigar.
Man, that would be fantastic.
Yep, that's what we'll do.
I'm gonna tell you right
we
now,
love doing shit like that.
Greg. I'm gonna tell you right now, this might be my favorite interview of all time. I'm telling you, we've had some people on here, and they're great people. I love them all, but you, my friend, this is probably the greatest interview we've had. Yeah. This was great.
Well, thank you. But I'm fortunate in that I'm the distiller, I'm the owner, I'm the guy that fixes the toilet. So if I want to do something, I just do it.
Okay.
And
that's just how it works. And we've got a very, very small team, and everyone jumps in, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and this is why I will say this. I say this all time and time again. I love craft distillers because they can pivot, they can do what they need to do, they can be unique, they can experiment to where maybe legacy bourbons cannot. And I get it. To them, the bottom line is the money. For you guys, I think it's more of an enjoyment. And I love what craft distillers do. That's where we're at in our bourbon journey. Like not that we don't go back and we grab our legacy bourbons and we take a sip. Not that we don't do that. We do that. But man, where I get geeked up about is people like you guys. I love people like you guys because to me, this keeps me in the game.
Yeah. Well, but you talk about the legacy thing. When I go to a bar and there's, nothing special that I want to try, I drink Wild Turkey 101. I have Wild Turkey 101 here in my house.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. It's always the same. It's always good. It's the proof I want. And it's great whiskey.
Yeah. Right.
It's not going to blow my socks off, but I know it's always really freaking good.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
No, you are exactly right. And man, we got to get going, but we got to get moving on and all that kind of stuff. But what a great interview. And we will, this is not just saying it, we will definitely stay in touch with you. We're going to make this happen. We're going to figure it out, and we're going to meet in person, and we're going to have one hell of a time.
Yeah.
And if anyone can guess what the pink label is, at Larrikin Bourbon and at Larrikin Distiller. And if they're right, I'll tell them.
Oh man,
and you'll give them a sample.
And I'll send them a sample.
Awesome.
Man, you are the greatest person ever.
Yeah.
So all right.
Tell my wife that, will you?
Hey, thank you for coming on. We do appreciate it. Thank you for your service. Very much appreciate that as well. And we will definitely be getting back with you and getting in touch with get this set up. We appreciate it.
Thank you, boys. Really had a great night. Thank you so much.
All right. We'll see you next time. We'll be in touch. All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
What the fuck?
Man. You might be in luck.
Is that cork stuck?
No.
Son of a bitch. I hate you. Easy does it. Easy. That's bad enough as it is. In case you guys,
number 2.
in case you guys have joined late, every time I say the F-bomb, I'm trying to curtail. This is my way of punishing myself. Every time I say the F-bomb, I have to take a freaking fresh pour.
I agree, Gandy. It should be a 2-finger pour, but
no, and 2-finger this.
Wuss boy over here, he can't take it.
Show me the proof. Can't be that bad my ass. Dude, this is the worst bourbon I ever had in my life.
Yeah, this is fresh. If you have not had fresh, just
taste it. God bless America. Jesus Christ.
But following back up on this, we will definitely get this. I will reach out to him. We will work on our calendars. We'll figure out a time.
Oh my good God Almighty shit. God.
Well,
you should have given me a pass on it. That's a compliment.
But you said the F-bomb.
I know, but that was a compliment.
That's
That wasn't like a
rules.
derogatory.
It's just like when we go up to Cash 529. You got to take your pennies because you're going
Why
to.
don't you tell them that too?
Yeah, because.
Oh, next Saturday, by the way.
That's right. Next Saturday we're going to be live with. Oh, excuse me. Cash 529, Brian and Shauna. We're going to be live with them next week, on the 19th, and the kind of same thing. I'm going to bring my bottle of fresh as well, but he has to bring in some pennies too because Shauna's filling.
We're gonna have a swear jar,
a Woodford bottle with pennies. So yeah, for every time he drops it, pennies go in the jar. So
I'm gonna pause real quick and get on this comment with Bourbon Nerd.
okay.
I don't need to be all over the place, but Bourbon Nerd, if you could just be so lovely. I know Mr. and Mrs. Richie J are also giving their efforts. It's like a search party right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you could find that cigar cut from Crittenden's, my God Almighty, I will.
Yeah, you can't get it at the distillery right now because we.
You know what? You do that, I will definitely send you a sample of the Deep Purple.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you can get yeah.
And Gandy, I saw what you said earlier. First pour one. No, we're not making up rules. You come over here and sit behind this table and you try this shit. It's god awful. Yeah, say Fark. Yeah, we could, but all right, let's get some giveaways. Good God.
But hey, shout out to Greg and Larrikin.
That was a great interview.
This is some great stuff, guys. If you can find it on the shelf, I mean, what do you say? 40, 80.
For me personally, I'd
yeah.
buy 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
I would probably pass on the first one. That's
you're-
not me.
If you're new, if you don't like anything, high proof, this is a great one. If you like, Basil Hayden and that's your thing, there you go. But the high proofers like this 120.2, that's fantastic.
Yes.
And obviously you can't get the Deep Purple, but if you're lucky enough and you can do the super chats, it's for every $5 super chat. If you haven't already done so,
You know what I would never do
for
would be
the-
funny. It's like a Dunkin' machine. Oh, this is so god awful. It's like a Dunkin' machine. I would never do that, but we probably raise a lot of money.
yeah.
A $5 super chat for every time. If you guys want me to take the damn freaking fresh, I'll never do that. I'll never get to that point, but we'd raise a lot of good money for like a cause or something.
Wow.
So like we do it that way. All right, let's do this giveaway for free.
So
And then we'll get on to the
hashtag
super chat.
Larrikin.
Well, yeah. And this is for the Larrikin. These 4 samples. We're going to run this. This is the free giveaway.
We got 2 of these we're going to do.
They don't know that. They now.
They do now. Right, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do another one after this.
Yeah, surprise, people.
Well,
We never told them that, but that was going to be like a surprise.
I
for
just
them.
surprised them.
That wasn't really much of a surprise. You didn't surprise me. All right, here we go. We'll give it 30 seconds for you guys. Whoever hasn't got in yet, it's hashtag Larrikin. You guys spell it right too. 2 R's.
Yes. Yep. It would have been funny as hell if we'd have stopped in there to this afternoon
say hello.
and said hi. We'll see you later.
Yeah, you don't know us right now, but you're going to see us in about 5 hours. That was a hell of a trip.
It
You
was.
got anything else to add to that trip today?
Oh man. Just
Oh.
that,
Real quick. Yes.
yeah. Well, we're going to be sampling that tonight too.
So batch 5, people. I know you can't see it because I got the Larrikin thing up. But batch 5, it's done. It's ready to roll. We'll make Brer. We talk about it like it's going out of style on this channel.
Man, I tell you.
But Brian and Shauna will attest to this. This thing is ready to roll. My experience today, which was very awesome. All right, guy, I got you in. Thank you very much, buddy. My experience today was we dumped the barrels.
Yep.
And then we watch it. It wasn't chill filtered. Go
Right,
through a
but-
filtration
Right.
to
Well,
get
what
all the
we
char
did,
out.
as the barrels were being dumped, they poured out, or they thieved out 100 milliliter bottles, and we took them into the laboratory, and we sampled each of the barrels as they came out, and we had our blend that we put together
Mm-hmm.
as our base. I
Yes.
guess our backup or whatever.
Correct.
And then we had the actual full batch of the 15 barrels that they were dumping, and we had the single barrels.
Yeah. Yes.
So we were sampling them as they were bringing them in.
But it was good.
And oh my gosh. And then the final product, that's sitting right there,
Yes.
will blow your mind.
So, Gandy, you're asking if they have batch 4. I believe they are sold out. I think they're completely sold out now. Batch 4 is done. which is pretty good timing because batch 5 is coming out. Which, my opinion, Gandy, batch 5 is actually better than batch 4. And maybe we'll do a blind once we get that batch 5
Yeah,
in.
we do have 4.
But hopefully retail will have it in about a month. That's what he's hoping.
Yeah, he said a couple weeks they'll be starting the bottling. They got all the labels.
Yeah. And again, for you guys out there, that was our 2024 Bourbon of the Year, the batch 4.
Yeah.
Yes, Vogel was saying he does have the batch 4, so you're one of the lucky ones that have the batch 4. Batch 3, we have actually tried all the batches.
Yeah, we have tried them.
And I personally liked the batch 4 the best.
Yeah, batch 4 was the best. Batch 1 we were talking about that.
That's the weird one. That was the weird one.
Yeah, that was a weird one. That kind of had the wild turkey funk to it.
Yeah.
But but the other 2, 3, and 4, they were all great, but 4 was the best.
Yep.
And honestly, 5 kicks that out of the park too, because 5 will be the best.
I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, very good. Let's roll this freebie. 33 entries. Let's roll. I'm gonna write this down in your little bookie.
Sure.
And the winner goes to, and you have to be here, by the way, Steven Scone. Brother, are you here? If you are, then be known.
Let's see.
So Shauna, that sounds cool. Bill Senior said that there are a few strugglers. Yeah, I just wonder where they're at. You gotta go find them.
Yeah, you probably have to go down to Revival.
Yeah, Revival Spirits would have it. If anybody would have it, it'd be Revival Spirits, or maybe Party Source, maybe. I doubt it.
Doubt very seriously. Party Source. Steven Scone is here.
All right, write him down, please. And let's take him out of the drawing. How do you take him out of the drawing?
I think you just say draw again.
We're just gonna draw again, but if he comes up, then we're not gonna.
Yep.
Right. All right, we're gonna do two people. So let's do it again. And the winner is
Scone wins again, and we'll pull it and rerun it.
Yes, Keith. Nice. So you get the lineup of the Larrikin. So congratulations to you, Keith. We will get that out to you, buddy.
Yep. Congrats.
Let's quit sharing the screen.
Okay.
And then we're gonna also do a super chat. Why don't you?
We have a Patreon drawing too.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
We'll do the super chat. Why don't you keep them busy?
Okay.
Chit chat either about a trip, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna get the wheel started for the Patreon.
Okay.
The last person I think I had was Charles the Rye Guy, and then this Patreon, or I'm sorry, this super chat will include the Deep Purple.
Yes, this super chat gives you the Deep Purple, gives you the Copper Sky, and then the Penelope 10 and 9 year estate? Is that what that was?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We're gonna do this in a form of a duck race.
Okay.
So, anywho.
So.
But you can keep the chat going while
Chat going. All right. And next week.
Here goes until his calendar, people.
Yep. For your calendars. We have, let me go to the calendar here. Coming up next Thursday, we have, where's it at? You know what? I'm going to have to send everybody notice I don't have it up here. I don't have it on here. We've got, I think it's Old Line Spirits.
This is going to be challenging.
Week. We've got.
I didn't realize Old Line was single malt until you told me.
Liberty Pole coming up. We have. Oh no, I'm sorry. Driftless Glen. That's it. Driftless Glen is going to be is next week, and then Old Line, and then Liberty Pole. So the next 3 weeks. We also have, as we mentioned earlier, Watch Hill proper will be May 17th, I believe. Let's see.
Oh, look, Keith Glandon found batch 4. Where'd you find it at?
May 15th is going to be Watch Hill proper.
Hold on, was it that seal box? Because if it's that seal box, good luck.
So yeah, we got quite a bit of shows planned and coming up, And again, I didn't get to the calendar thing to get it all set up because I've just been busy. I've got a kitchen I've been remodeling, so it's just been kind of totally crazy.
Yeah, so Keith found that seal box.
What, batch 4?
I guess they have it. I hate their shipping.
Yeah,
Their shipping sucks.
Yeah.
But yes, you can try that seal box. I guess if you buy it, I guess they have it.
Yeah.
Now, how many they have left, who knows?
Okay, so this is the elevated flight.
Yes. Torp just put up a thing for, I think we're done with the elevated flights. The last one in was Mr. Right Guy. Yes.
Yep.
All right, we are going to start. Let's do that. Share screen. For those of you in the super chat.
Yep.
Well, Keith, I've had bad luck with them on shipping. That's a personal thing. So, all right.
That list just in case you blow something up.
It is right here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think I've got it in there.
All right.
So we are going to set a minute.
We're going bunny hopping.
We're going to go bunny hopping. We're going to shuffle. Give me a number, my friend. You know what? We're going to do 9 because of Larrikin 9
Larrikin
year.
9 year. There you go.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, the fantasy. Oh my God. You know,
God, that's week 2 of last year. Dude.
I've got to change that. So I say that every time we do this. Week 2. That was back in September.
Yeah.
All right. Don't mind the September thing. I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh my God.
Who's it gonna be? There's Shauna in the lead. Uh-oh. Little things up there.
Oh, I'm sorry. The bell ringing is Keith texted me, so I'm sorry. I'll turn that down.
Man, Shauna's, man, look at that. Neck and neck. Who's on the inside, Shauna?
I wonder who's gonna figure out the
Home?
I wonder who's gonna figure out the answer to what's his face.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you have not heard or were not
Hold on. Let's see who's gonna win this.
Who is that?
10, 9, 8.
Who's on the outside?
Right guy.
Uh-oh.
It is, man,
Oh,
he won by like 5 bunnies.
right guy.
Right guy wins the deep purple. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah. If you were not around whenever we talked about this, if you go to at Larrikin Distiller or at Larrikin Bourbon on Instagram, and you have a guess as to what the release is going to be around the Derby time in
Yes.
10 days, put in your guess, and at the end put in hashtag BN as in Nancy BNB. And if you get the correct answer, Greg will tell you you're correct and then send you a sample of that special release,
Yes.
and also let us know.
Which, by the way, I didn't tell any of you guys this. Those who won the free drawings and what we just did,
The elevated flight.
and then also the Patreon, which
Right.
we'll probably do that off camera, and we'll just post it in Patreon.
We can do it right now.
I know, but those who are we'll just put it on.
Okay.
We'll just record it and put it in Patreon.
Okay.
Everybody's getting coffee, by the way. I made a boatload, not boatload, but enough coffee for everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying it. There's enough for a couple of cups of coffee. Someone asked me before if I'm going to sell the coffee. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're just going to keep it at samples, only because, not that I don't want to sell the coffee, it's just it's time consuming, and I got to prioritize my time, unfortunately. So we're going to stick to samples. I'm sorry. But regardless, I had a lot of fun tonight.
I did too. Sandy Jones, thank you. This is the first
Yeah,
time
I hope you come back.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope you come back, and Let's all encourage the new people to come back because we continue to do this every week, and you never know where these interviews will go and how they will go.
Yeah, I mean,
Always
like I
like
said,
learning.
this is the first time I've had this tonight, really, this lineup. And, throwing them live is a risk. We know that. I mean, we've seen that with Charlie and his single barrel or single malt. But,
Yeah. Well, yes.
It was a good
yes.
good one.
So Sandy, yes, we do this every Thursday at 8:00 YouTube. For those who are on TikTok, we always encourage you guys to come over from TikTok because honestly, you miss out on a few things.
Yeah.
And we primarily work through YouTube.
We primarily, yes.
Yes.
The TikTok, we're trying to work through a way to get the simulcast to TikTok, but the software we use is tricky and it doesn't like TikTok.
Yes, Mr. Richie J, it always gets better. It's like a slow burn. It may sting for a minute, Sandy Jones, but you'll enjoy it after a while. You belong to the Big Bourbon Club?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice. We belong. I love that place.
Yeah.
Steve Higdon and the whole family.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yep. Yeah, Tom Mars. Yeah.
Yes, it is shocking that it ain't shocking that we exploited them. Shauna had something to do with it too, Yes, you know what? I'm gonna highlight this right. Congratulations, Charlie. I went from 200 F-bombs to only 2 F-bombs tonight. That's working.
Well,
it is. I have not said, don't even.
Said what?
No, we're not doing
What'd
that.
you say?
I'm not that idiotic. Yes. Just think when your friends are. Poor Brian. I would imagine he's probably asleep. We had a long day.
Yeah.
And don't forget for the month of April, patrons, you guys will have the opportunity to try this.
Were we going to try that?
Yeah. Well, we'll run up on 2 hours. You want to try it next week?
Well, we were going to be because we don't want Shauna and Brian to
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
You're right.
We
Let's
don't
try it.
want to
Bring it up. We don't want because Shauna and Brian are gonna do it on Sunday.
That's right. So
we want to be the first. So this is the first batch 5, and then the rest we will give to our patrons.
Yep.
As far as whatever, like if we get I don't know what, 4 or 5 samples out of this thing,
yeah, at least.
then 4 or 5 people will win.
Yep.
So yes.
Yeah.
Where's my thing? Is it?
Yep. We had such a great time blending this. That scientist from MGP was phenomenal.
Chad, we're gonna make that tasting session happen.
Yes.
I don't want to let that thought go.
No, we are.
You know how people say stuff all the time and
Yeah.
they never. I want that to happen.
Yep,
I really do.
We'll definitely make it happen. I've got all Greg's contact information. I'll reach out to him. We'll figure out a calendar and
maybe Torp, we can give fresh to all the other countries and that'll be their tariff. I'm done with politics, but yes, I've improved, guys. It's all about improving.
That's right.
Good.
Man, that nose, blast, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But these noses were great. The deep purple nose is great. But
this is elegant. This is an elegant nose.
This is in
a world of its own.
Realm of its own. That's right.
Man, this is. And I'm not trying to hype this thing up, but the hype train. Believe me, we're gonna hype this thing up.
I mean, this is.
We're gonna hype this up as much as we can, only because it lives up, at least in our world.
Yeah, this is
the legs on this thing. And tell them how I got it.
Well, yeah, because the if you ever been to a distillery,
you see the tank.
There's huge tanks, and they hold like 800 and something gallons, I think is what they said. And the number of barrels that we had obviously didn't fill up that 800 gallons. I think he said it was like 650, if that sounds right. But anyway, where they pull it out of the bottom of the vat, it wasn't deep enough.
She says 8,000 gallons.
Well, 8,000 gallons.
You're a little off.
Okay.
Did you say 800? Did you seriously say 800?
I think you said that maybe we had 650 gallons and maybe it was an 8,000 gallon tank.
That's what he said.
It was. Anyway, so because it wasn't as deep to pull it out, like on a beer tap, we had to go all the way up to the top, and basically it was like a well. He had a bucket on a chain and just dropped it down.
He
filled
came
the
up with
bucket,
whiskey,
pulled it up, and then
left it up to me,
Yep.
of all people,
Of all people, you know,
because he didn't see the Whiskey Thief
he did
video.
not see the Whiskey Thief video.
And I was responsible for pouring
Yeah.
the whiskey or the bourbon into these sample bottles. We
Yep.
made like 4 of them,
6 of them.
6 of them,
Yeah,
whatever.
six
We
of
gave
them.
one. They gave one to us.
Yep.
They gave one to Cats 529 and a few other people that were there.
Yep. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Senior got a bottle.
Of course. Well, they
And-
should. It's their own
yeah.
stuff.
And then I think a couple other people were there.
But that's already been filtered. That's what's going to go into the bottling line.
Yeah.
So this is what we have here is what's going into the bottling
Yeah,
line.
it'll mellow a little bit more. It'll get better actually because it's going to sit and marry and it's
Yeah.
blended.
Mix and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, this is it. This is going to be the
guys, this is great news.
and that's when he knew. Yeah. Amen, Charlie.
I can't wait till you guys try this. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this thing the second coming, and it's not. And it's not a Coy Hill. However, this is a damn fine bourbon.
This is going to be a Bourbon of the Year competitor.
Yeah.
By far. It will.
It's great.
It will.
I love the
will
finish.
Give,
It
it will
doesn't.
give Deep Purple a run for its money. It will give Woodford's
Oh.
a run.
And it will give, if we ever get this grit in this
If we
bottle.
can get that cigar bench. Yeah,
You know what? This year's lineup of 2025, we're not even in June yet.
I know.
It's a so much refined and much better lineup of 2025 bourbons than
Yeah.
we had easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And Dave,
I can't wait to see the second half of 2025.
10,000, the thousands, the whatever, bazillion times better than Depth of Creek.
I'm going to say this is also better than Batch 4.
It is better than Batch 4.
And we love Batch 4.
We'll have to blind it. We'll do
Yeah,
that.
we will. We will.
We got it over here. We can try that.
To be fair. But I think this is more rounded. This is more refined.
This is fantastic.
So hopefully someone on Patreon will win it. Or actually a few of you guys will win it in Patreon.
Yeah.
We won't taste it anymore. We're done. We'll wait for the bottle. We want the rest of you guys to have the rest. So we'll do that in the if you're a $5 tier Patreon or up, you'll be put in the drawing for the month of April. And then honestly, this is gonna be a great month for you all because probably about 3, 4, 5 of you guys, however you can do it, will actually have an opportunity to win it.
Yes.
So all right,
Fantastic.
that is.
And then we won't forget about Larrikin. We'll get that set up.
Yes, we won't do the easy button until we have the whole bottle. You are correct. We're not going to do it just yet
Right.
because right now, as of right now, it's not Bourbon of the Year candidate because we don't have the bottle.
We don't have the bottle. We have the sample.
We're only to assume this is what we're going to get in the bottle.
Exactly. When it comes out of the bottle, final product, then we'll go from there.
Yes,
But right now, oof,
that's all I have to say.
yep. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, boys and girls. Hopefully, you guys. I like the whole day was great.
It's been a great day.
One of my
And,
favorite
you know,
days. One of my favorite days of
you know,
2025.
thanks to Brian and Shauna for going with us today. And
We love
thanks-
those people to everything that we we love those people.
Yeah.
Oh, and then next Saturday we're going to be
Yeah. Yeah.
in their neighborhood.
Right.
We're going to be in their basement.
Yep.
Saturday live, by the way. I think we're going to go on at 7:00.
Yep.
I think that's what we decided.
Yeah, we'll still be on Thursday, but
Correct.
We'll have our Saturday with them. You know what I was saying was, you know, hey, shout out to Bill McBrayer.
Yes,
Bill
very
McBrayer
much.
Senior.
Yes.
You know, man, thank you. This has been a great experience.
This is one of my favorite days in bourbon that I could ever have. When it starts off with Bill McBrayer and we end it with Greg Keeley. Shout out to everybody out there that what a great experience today. We are so lucky.
Yeah.
And it's because of you guys is why we were able to do what we do.
Yes.
Like honestly, I wouldn't be able to get with Bill McBrayer if it wasn't for the support that we have here. We wouldn't be able to line up Greg Keeley if it wasn't support the people in the chat.
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys hear this a lot from other channels too, and I know they mean that too, and I hardly know what they mean when they say it. You guys make this channel to your own. Granted, we're just back here, just kind of reverberate as far as what you guys are saying. Perhaps get the people on to learn about more bourbon that maybe you don't know about, and that's the whole idea. So we're always going to have more, obviously, craft distillers on here than more anything else.
Right.
And Jeff has got us booked until mid-May, and I kid him a lot. But I do want to give a shout out to Jeff. I don't ever do that to you, but I do want to give a shout out to Jeff. He puts a lot of hard work in to set these interviews up, and it's definitely all him. I just turn on the lights and we just go. So thank you, honestly. That's the last time I'm going to do this. That hurt. I think that was painful, but that was great. I do appreciate you.
Well, thank you. It's fun. I have a great time doing it.
Okay.
So,
all right, guys. We will see you guys next Thursday. Don't forget to catch Cast 529 this Sunday.
That's right.
They have some things for us, and then we'll have a show for you guys on Monday. Steven Scones now returned to the bourbon world.
Yep.
So go check out his video if you haven't done already. Don't forget about Whiskey Sippers. They go on at 6 o'clock on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you got Matt and the Bakers.
Right.
We're going to be on their Trash Palette Challenge in a few weeks.
Yep.
We'll talk about that more when we get closer.
And David B, great to hear. Logan will love to hear that. Bond Eternal is a phenomenal bourbon as well. We actually met with his marketing guy today at the Paddock Bourbon Club.
Oh yeah, we ran into them. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
So yeah.
All right. And then I know we started at the top of the show. Stan, please tell your dad that we are thinking of him, and we will continue to keep with the updates. If you could go into Discord, and if you don't mind, he's part of our family, or our bourbon family that we have here. So we are definitely invested as far as how he's doing.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we'll get a better update on Sunday or through Discord.
Yes.
All right, guys. Until next time, we will see you guys then, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye. Where's my mouse at? There it is.